Hey, what's up, good people? Jay Hollingshed back in action one more night. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Jay Hollingshed, your personal high performance mindset coach and public speaker. Thanking you for tuning in for another episode of my 7 pillars of mental performance in 365 days. This is consecutive episode number 296 of 365. Today is day 3 of the week, Tuesday. We will be discussing pillar number 3 of 7, which is focus and concentration. Focus and concentration. What I'm going to talk about tonight very briefly, I'm going to introduce to you a deeper experience of focus and concentration, okay? So let me get my shouts out to everybody that's tuning in real quick. Oh, we got my fam, my cuz, Gwendolyn Jones Henderson. What's up, cuz? I appreciate you. My brother, AJ Hollingshed. I appreciate you, man. We got Barbara Pipkin Baker. What's up, Barb? I appreciate you. My daughter, Jaleesa. I appreciate you. My wife, she's kicking in. What's up, Lisa? I love you, babe. I appreciate you as well. Those that are watching this on repeat, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. That's everybody that's tuned in right now, and they're still tuning in as we speak, but I got to get into my video. So thank you for tuning in at 9 o'clock sharp Eastern Standard Time. You know what we do and you know how we do it. So let's get right into it. A deeper experience of focus and concentration. Now, this is not just your basic introductory level of how to do your focus and how to do your concentration. I've been talking about that for 8-9 months now, or 10 months now. It's October. So we're going to go another level real quick. Now, after you have started your personal development journey, your goal setting or your goal reaching process, or your journey to become better than you currently are, or better than your current state, and you've made a lifestyle, not a habit. A habit is 21 consecutive days, but a lifestyle is 90 days, an average of 90 consecutive days of focusing and concentrating. Once you have done that, you have actually gone too far to turn back. You can't turn back then. You can't turn back now. You not even knee deep in the game. You waist deep. It's up to your chest. You almost there. So now everything you see, you hear, everything you touch, you taste, everything you smell, all 5 senses, everything you go through about that instantly becomes part of your process. Any part of the day, all day long. Now, it instantly becomes part of your journey, because your efforts of focusing, your efforts of concentrating will have you automatically looking for the lesson in every single thing you come across during any part of the day at any given moment. Now, just a couple of nights ago, I talked about your RAS, and that's reticular activating system. I talked about how that kicks in once the example I used was you buy a new car, a new pair of shoes, a new suit, or a new purse, whatever it is. Once you buy that, and it was so unique to you at that time, well, you bought it, you owned it, now you possess it. Well, here it is. Now that you bought it and you own it, you see it everywhere. It's popping up everywhere. So no matter where you turn or where you look, you see it. It's there. If you can attest to it, just say something in the comments, give me thumbs up, hearts, like, or whatever. But it's happened to me. I've talked to people. It happens all the time. You see it everywhere. You recognize what you have everywhere. Now that's your reticular activating system from a physical standpoint, from your physical goal of purchasing that physical car, physical house, physical shoes, whatever it is. Now, here it is from a spiritual standpoint. Your reticular activating system, instead of seeing that house, that those shoes or that purse or that suit, what you are seeing is your goals, okay? You are seeing the aspects of your goals, aspects of your process, aspects of your journey everywhere you look. You see them. It's your spiritual purposes. Some people may want to say that. You see it everywhere. You see it in movies. You see it in traffic signals. You see it in running water. Yes, you see it in running water. Or at least I do. And I'm going to give you some good examples of this. So actually, any behavior pattern that you consistently repeat will take over your life. I'm going to say that again. Any behavior pattern you consistently repeat will take over your life. That goes back to the 2190 day, the 2190 rule. 21 days of consistent action on average will form a habit. 90 days of consistent action on average will produce a lifestyle. So any behavior pattern you consistently repeat will take over your life. So your behavior pattern of repeatedly concentrating with all 5 senses on your desired end result will take over your life. How? Here's how it happened to me today. I'm going to give you 2 examples. One, I was on the way home from work. Yes, on the way home from work, stopped at a red light. All I did was stop at a red light. A red light ain't but what, a minute and a half or something like that. Well, I stopped at the red light and I just happened to look up at the light and just stare at it for a second. And my mind just instantly zoned in as if I was like in a race car or something. And I was actually on a road or a path of my own journey, my own trajectory of trying to be a doctor. Now, here the thing is, I'm looking at the red light and I'm saying like, okay, the red tells me there's a time when I got to pump the brakes. There's a time for me to pump the brakes and stop and pause, because when I pump the brakes, stop and pause, that's me learning a lesson. Okay, me taking in the lesson of the actions that I just took. There's also a time for me to proceed with caution, the yellow. There's a time for me to proceed with caution and go slow to absorb whatever lesson that is for me to learn at that point in time, and being mindful in that period, that point in time in the present. Now, green light, oh man, that's the time for me to just stomp the gas, give it all I got, and just boom, take it off, give it everything I got to get all I can get at that point in time. There's a time for that. So when I stopped at the red light, I immediately got a lesson from my purpose. Okay, that's the lesson I got from that. Now, another example. Today at work, I was watching a movie with the kids at work, and the movie was called Moana. It's that Disney movie where the little Hawaiian girl, in a Hawaiian setting. Now, she was chosen. She had a focus. She concentrated on that focus, and she was chosen. She focused on her chosen her focus on her chosen gift, whatever it was she was to do. She concentrated on it and she surrendered to it. So when she did that, it actually surrendered to her purpose. When she did that, her purpose intervened and protected her in the form of her circumstances. How? The water came and helped her out in everything she needed. The water picked her up and put her back on the raft after she got knocked off the raft. So the water became her helping hand, her helping guide, supporting her through her process. Now, let's look at you, for instance. You and your life, your legacy. It is also a movie. The thing is, you have something that you chose. Whatever your end game is, whatever your goal is, it can be, if you're an athlete trying to be a championship or a champion. If you are, maybe you're trying to lose 20, 30 pounds, that's your end game. Maybe you are an entrepreneur and you want to increase your sales so high, you want to go off the charts with all your sales. Who knows? Whatever it is, that's your end game. That's your goal. Now, the spirit of your goal, you surrender to that. You focus on it, you concentrate on it, and you surrender to that. Then the spirit of your goals will come back and intervene in the form of circumstances that will help you. Okay? They help you. The circumstances will come back and help you, and you call these circumstances coincidences. But when you see them happening over and over and over again, they're not coincidences. You will see them and understand them to be the spirit of whatever you surrendered to, helping you in the form of your circumstances. So when it comes to focusing and concentrating, to get that deeper focus, that deeper concentration, surrender to your focus, surrender to the focus, surrender to the concentration, and you will have the experiences of a deeper focus and concentration that will pull you closer to your desired end result. That's all that I have for today, episode 296 of 365. I'm Jay Hollingshead, your personal high-performance mindset coach and public speaker, wishing you be well, stay blessed, and as always, through love, be a blessing. God bless.